Alright everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new 2021 and my first 2021 Lemax Christmas review. I present to you the Lemax North Pole Skating Rink. Let's get into it. Okay, so the North Pole Skating Rink. This will be an unboxing slash review, so that would explain a little bit about what you're looking at now, but there's some stuff to point out, so let's dive right in. So upon taking the foam box out of the actual box, you will get a couple things, the normal instructions, a couple of the caution, warning kind of notes, things like that, and of course the protective foam itself. Now, the reason I wanted to stop here and really point this out is because this is the first time ever I've seen something like this. If you haven't noticed already, there is some stickers all around the edges to show that it's never been opened. Now, I've never seen that on a Lemax product before, and I bought a few other houses that we'll be reviewing for the 2021 Christmas line, and so far none of them have had that, but I know there's still many more to go. So I'm not sure if it's about just saying, hey, look, this has been unopened, or if it's actually more about holding the lid on. Or, you know, there's so many possibilities. When you pull it out, maybe it would fall off. I don't know, but it was something different that I wanted to point out, but I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my knife. I will cut them open and be right back with you. Okay, so after opening up our foam compartment, you will see there is quite a few things going on in here. We have everything from signs to characters to benches to Christmas trees and lamps. There is just so much going on here, and that was part of the reason why I wanted it. First of all, I love all the different kind of ice skating rinks that have been done over the years. It's just something about Christmas and ice skating. I'm actually terrible at it in real life, but with the village, I can dream. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unpackage the rest here, get it all set up, and then we will dive deeper into the review. And by the way, yes, if you haven't noticed, there is no power supply included, but we'll cover that too. Okay, so here it is. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. It creates a whole Christmas scene. And right off the top, before we even get into the details here, can we just take a moment to recognize how smooth they're skating across the ice? Like, there is no choppiness. There's no, like, you getting, a little snug on the tracks. No, nothing like that here. It literally looks like they're gliding. I mean, it's just incredible. So, okay, so here we go. We're going to start from the top here. So, like I told you earlier, it is the North Pole Skating Rink. It was released in 2021, and it has a Michael/Lemax SKU number of 14837. Okay, dimensions. We have 5.31 inches high, 11.22 inches wide, and 7.87 inches deep. Okay, so really, guys, it's really some good size. I think it'll fit nicely in a village. It's not super tall. The trees aren't all that tall. But as far as, the overall bang for the buck, it's really well-rounded. It really is. So, okay, product type. Table accent, and it is made of plastic. Now, power. We kind of briefly touched on this earlier, so here's what's going on. There is a couple options with this piece on how you can power it. So it is stock with the 3 AA kind of power supply. You kind of put them in the bottom there and so on. I'll try to get a picture of that up on the screen for you now. But yeah, so it's kind of the battery thing, or you can use one of your standard 4.5 volt DC power supplies. So either one will work. However, neither one are included. Now let's talk draw. It draws about 116 milliamps, so not too much. You could probably put this on one of those multi-adapters if there wasn't really anything else too big on it and be okay. But, anytime there's animation, guys, if you can help it, I would probably just use a single power supply. But for those, just trying to make it work, I think that would probably be just fine. Okay, turning it on and off, there is no typical switch like we'd see on a lot of the other houses. No roller switch, no volume thing like that. This is going to have a little switch on the back. back. So I'll try to give you a shot of that as well right now. There is absolutely no soundtrack and no lights on this piece. So, little bit, there was definitely some opportunity there. But as far as, again, bang for your buck, because that's what this piece really is. Let me give you the price so you can see what I'm talking about. $39.99. Okay, $40. Now, this was already 40% off, okay? So it was $40 with an additional 40% after that taken off. I don't have the receipt in front of me, but it saved me a lot of money. And for what you get, for all the pieces that are included for that beautiful, beautiful movement, it's just perfect, okay? Now, yes, I know, some lights would have been nice, even a couple LEDs, or the lamp could have lit up. Yes, absolutely, or some kind of cool little soundtrack, yeah. But again, there is a lot of options for stuff like that. We can use our little spotlights for villaging. We can use, soundtracks from other houses that are around it to really tie it all in. I mean, there's just so many options to make all that work. Okay, so that about covers the deeper side of the details of the house. So why don't we get, or I guess of the table accent, not a house. So why don't we start getting a little bit closer here and we'll work our way left to right. So starting here on our left, we have a beautiful lamp. It's a lot like the street lamps we have, that would light up or something like that. I think you can also buy the non-powered versions. They look pretty much just like this. They got a little wreath on them, etc. And of course, a couple Christmas trees because it's Christmas time. They're ice skating. What better than a couple Christmas trees? All right, now we have a really, really well done sign here in the back, and it's great in size as far as the contrast. So it says North Pole Skating Rink, because that's exactly where they're at and what they're doing. All right, to our right, we have a bench with a little sack on it. Maybe it's a gift, maybe it's a Christmas bag, Santa's bag, something like that. And the cutest thing ever, some polar bears. Yes, yes, yes. Polar bears. Definitely really sold this one. I think that was a really cool idea. Kind of gives you the feel like maybe they're ice skating in the middle of a forest, and it's just a beautiful Christmas morning. Why not take some ice skating? Okay, so let's see if we can get in on the characters here. My camera's going to struggle with this, I already know. But anyway, so we have a couple different characters. We have what appears to be Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, which is really, really nice. And it's really cool too, if you look real close, you can see that even their scarf looks like it's blowing in the wind. Really nice touch there. Okay, now we have some penguins. Who doesn't love penguins? Yes, penguins are ice skating. It's a village. Dreams come true. Ice skating with penguins. Okay, so that is kind of the overall gist of this thing. I really, really like it. I'm glad I got it. And as far as, let's say you're just trying to add something to the village that isn't going to cost you too much money, this would be that item. I mean, it's just, you get so much for that $40. And of course, Michael's, where I got it, is always running some kind of sale. Like I said, all the ones here today were, sorry, my hand was in the photo there. All the ones here today were 40% off. So, and it wasn't just on one item, it was on all the Lemax stuff. So that was really cool. Look, it's beautiful. It would be great in your village. You could definitely use it as a centerpiece. I think it's a perfect opportunity to kick off 2021. All right, everybody. So that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.